Have-a-go hero Garry Newlove paid the ultimate price when he tried to stop Yobbs smashing up his wife's car outside his home in Warrington. The 47-year-old, who grew up in Odsal in Salford, went out to confront the 5 teenagers who'd all been drinking, but he was beaten up. His 12-year-old daughter saw it happen. He died from a brain hemorrhage. After a 5-week trial and nearly 10 days of consideration, the jury here at Chester Crown Court found 3 of the 5 teenagers accused of murder guilty. Adam Swellings, who's 19 and from Crewe, Stephen Sawton, who's 17 and from Warrington, and Jordan Cunliffe, who's 16 and formerly from Warrington, were all found guilty of murder. The other 2 defendants were cleared of all charges. The boys all broke down in tears in the dock. Swellings was on bail when he murdered Mr. Newlove. He had been banned from Warrington as part of his bail conditions. Mr. Newlove was married with 3 daughters. He was killed on August the 10th last year. He was a co-director for Duckingfield-based CF Airflow, a ventilation equipment supplier, and a sales manager for George Fisher, a plastics firm.
The light has gone out of our lives. It's like a piece of our jigsaw has been lost forever. The tiniest of things that we used to do as a family feels like it takes us forever to achieve them. We all sit at home, the girls and I, and wait for Garry to walk through the door.
CCTV taken from a neighbour's house was shown to the jury. It did not show the attack, but the defendants were identified on it near Mr. Newlove's house in the Fernhead area of Warrington, which had been plagued by antisocial behaviour.
As far as I'm concerned, life should mean life. After all, the tariff for murder is mandatory. But why, as the justice system does not uphold this sentence? There should be no lesser tariff, otherwise what is the point of it being mandatory?
As Mrs. Newlove said, the sentence for murder is mandatory, life. The judge, Andrew Smith, will give his recommendation for a minimum term spent in jail at a later date. This case raises a lot of questions about how the police deal with antisocial behaviour, but perhaps one lasting legacy is that we'll all now remember what happened to Mr. Newlove, and that will make us more reluctant to tackle Yobbs ourselves in the future. Richard Butt, Channel M News.